Belum. Oke. Oke. Apakah ada yang nonton di siang hari? Iya. Halo Jamal. Jamal bener-bener pengacara ya berarti ya? Kapan link choose an app? Oh gitu. Iya kan. Iya iya. Nanti berarti beneran literally pengacara ya? Oh. Maksudnya sih kalau pengacara bakalan jadi Dora sih di Genshin. Udah akun questnya ya. Nah idenya udah story questnya. Atau mungkin main game yang lain kali. Emang abang lagi nggak ada kerjaan di Menu? Memang aku sebenarnya nggak ada kerja, nggak gitu banyak kerjaan sih. Paling aku kerjaannya tuh kayak ngepel nyapu yang lantai 3. Itu pun cuman kalau kotor aja. Sama palingan ini apa ngambilin sampah. Ya, sama juga bikin ini paling kalau apa namanya yang nentuin nanti beli bahan baku apa itu. Gitu soalnya aku live-nya siang ini karena nanti sore aku nggak bisa live, nanti sore ke malam tuh nggak bisa live gitu. Dan dimana-mana verifying validate gitu ini lama bet. Oh tas manajer begini sekarang. Oke. Ini deh. Oh kelihatannya kayak job desk owner. Oh kelihatannya kayak job desk owner nentuin bahan baku. Ya bisa jadi gitu. Yang ngatur gaji, yang ngatur jadwal. Nah itu aku tuh. Yang ngecekin juga misalnya bahan bakunya mau habis atau enggak. Terus mau expire atau enggak. Nah itu aku. Kalau operator biasa enggak. Operator biasa dia di apa? Di kitchen lah ibaratnya yang bikin minuman. Ya aku bisa sih bikin minuman tapi ya kalau udah ada operator ya dia emang tugasnya dia begitu. Gitu Jamalita. Nah ini aku mau lanjut Archon quest sih sebenarnya. Dan aku kecewa kan ternyata yang cuman bisa di scan sama Nahida cuman yang di Sumeru doang. Yang di Monsat Liyue Inazuma nggak bisa. Apa dibaca pikirannya? Apa tuh? Oh bartendernya ada sendiri. Ada sebutannya operator sih. Sebutannya operator. Kalau di Mindum sebutannya operator. Sebenarnya gak apa sih menyangkup semua sih yang apa namanya yang bersih juga, yang nyuci juga. Kok kami nggak bisa di sini? Belum ketemu aku party buat ngelawan Dendro Kubus tuh pakai apa? Yang enaknya. Iya kita kekurangan jet cutter. Beda mereka sakit kata ada. Nah. Nggak usah MC juga sih sebenarnya. Nggak usah kalian juga bisa ya. Oh iya. Oke. Oh iya nyulia belum. Oke. Tuh capeknya baru pulang sekolah naik angkot lalu jalan kaki dengan panasnya matahari itu pun habis olahraga. BTW halo bang. Halo. Yang kamu ketik itulah yang aku rasakan waktu aku SMP dulu. Jadi dari sekolah ke depan jalan itu jalan kaki dulu sekitar ya 200 meteran lah. Habis itu naik angkot. Habis naik angkot terus turun di depan lorong, baru jalan lagi sekitar 100-an meter lah, baru sampai rumah. Jangan mengeluh, hal itu akan kamu inginkan kembali ketika kamu sudah dewasa nanti. Tumben dan siang, live siang. Ya nanti sore aku nggak bisa live, makanya aku coba live siang. Toh juga cuman Archon quest doang kan. Gitu Iki. BTW halo-halo juga. Abia telat dong. Pas Dendro punya lompat disabet banget, nanti ada achievementnya. Oh iya, achievementnya apa tuh? Dia pas kayak gini tinggal nunggu doang kan, gak ngapa-ngapain lagi soalnya. Oh, untuk mempercepat ya. Nanti pasti spiral nanti harus sambil serang pakai elektro nih biar cepet. Apa tuh? Pas Dendro lompat disabet Bennett, dia ada achievementnya. Pas lompatnya tuh pas dia diterbang apa gimana? Pas dia mendarat kah? Itu gimana? Ada pokoknya 5 primo. Kasih Jamal info primonya. Oke. Nah, harusnya ngelawan ini apa, ngelawan bos apa sih? Bos ini sama ngelawan bos ini apa ya? Ruin apa ini? Maksudnya kalau ngelawan co-op sekarang itu ada achievementnya. Kalau ngelawan Dendro Hypo sekarang mungkin belum ada. Di patch selanjutnya baru ada. Biasanya gitu sih. Sama Iki sama pas mendarat disabet atau pas tepat gitu ya, sama Dorinya bisa ganti Lisa semua, atau semua tiga-tiganya diserang Hydro pas elektro, tiga-tiganya aktif, ada achievement tambahan. Sama Dorinya ganti Lisa, terus semua tiga-tiganya diserang Dendro plus elektro, tiganya aktif. Oh maksudnya tiga-tiganya kena Dendro gitu, kena reaksi Dendro gitu. Pas mendarat disabet. Halo Bang, halo, temen live siang. Nanti sore aku nggak bisa live soalnya. Jadi aku mau live sekarang aja. Terus juga sambil Archon quest juga. Begitu. Ada apa? Ada apa? Oh, ada apa? Iya tadi aku jawab. Ada itu. Iya aktifin Dendro dulu, baru kasih elektronya Lisa. Oh oke. Tapi karena kadang hal-hal yang kayak gitu tuh dapetnya secara nggak sengaja sih. Biasanya kalau diniatin malah susah. Oh ada item sini, oke. Lanjut ya akun kosnya ya, oke.
Alright, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor
Jadi pengen spoiler, jangan, nggak boleh, awas.
Something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, he successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message.
Oh, time
Trust
on the
your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now.
Iya.
To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
Bercanda bang, nggak boleh.
I can't believe
Emang udah
you
selesai,
actually
Leo?
got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
Bisa antar itu.
It's
Oh
all
iya.
thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold
Iya, jadi
strategy.
pura-pura ketangkap gitu
It
ya.
appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine,
Benar sih.
whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep, the Traveler hired me.
Iya, bayaran pakai senyum.
That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here?
Nilu, ya kenapa di sini?
Oh, it's Nilu. Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important. But you also look like you're up to no good.
Lembuk.
Seems pretty interesting.
Pagi bantu main live lo. Nanti malam aku nggak bisa live, makanya live sekarang.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join
Aku nggak
us?
bisa lanjut aku akun karena kebentuk sama quest Nilu yang belum. Oh. Kalau memang menurut aku kalau memang belum yakin nyelesain story quest, jangan ini sih, apa? Jangan diambil dulu sih. Kan bisa nggak diambil dulu. Story quest yang dulu ini soalnya nggak gitu bagus sih, lebih ke story quest NPC. Berabsensi kan Bang Julian. Halo Bang Julian, nanti sore live ya. Aku jarang mampir ke Bang Julian lagi dong sekarang ya.
Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yoi kan.
Yes, something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me?
Aduh, tahun lalu kalian di hari ya betul sekali.
I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru. Well, oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's right. I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got.
All the preparations are done. Now,
Tutup
can we
lagi. Oh
finally
iya.
conclude this meeting?
Besok kita akan buat sama dia, Pak.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say,
Sudah
boss?
untuk percaya semua yang telah sekarang dan aksi kita besok akan membawa banyak.
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
Sekarang aku ucapkan selamat malam semuanya di dunia.
Well said.
Dan juga
A
semuanya
good night's rest before an operation.
Thankfully, I've
Yes,
had my
yeah,
place to
that-
myself recently.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can
Terus
be up
bobo,
early
terus
tomorrow.
bobo, oke.
Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now. Yep. Good night, everyone.
Hari kedua. Sekarang mulai di Sumeru ini mulai disuruh skipnya 2 hari ya. Kalau di dulu kan cuma sehari. Oi juga Desna. Kenapa Desna? Sudah conquest kah? Jadi Bang Juan juga kalau masih ada sudah conquest kah? Kayaknya sih Sumeru paling bagus deh. Yang paling nggak bagus menurut aku Inazuma sih, karena karakternya banyak tapi nggak kepake. Nggak saling kerjasama. Kalau sini kerjasama di Sumeru deh. Lagi mager Genshinan. Kenapa? Oh, nanti sore mau ini ya, mau berangkat ya? Kalau aku nggak salah. Itu kan 2 kali lagi. Oh tuh, iya bener Bang, bener kan? Bener apa tuh? Oh tadi quest tadi, iya. Inazuma tuh banyak karakternya, tapi kayak kerja masing-masing itu. Nggak kerja sama gitu. Apa kerjasamanya di belakang gitu loh? Nggak saling ketemu gitu. Ini saling ketemu deh. Apa sih namanya, hari Nagarba. Oke, susah sih nyebutnya.
Hello, you two.
Pagi tadi udah banget jam 8. Oh iya. Oh tak kira malam. Ini aku kasih tahu dikit, tapi tadi datang bukan kebetulan tapi sudah direncanakan. Oh, direncanakan oleh siapa? Kalau jawaban no spoiler jangan dijawab.
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be
Ya, kayaknya
considered
juga
part of
arah
the plan,
pulangnya.
since energy is an important resource.
Iya, kayaknya juga arah pulangnya. Oh, maksudnya tuh 2 tempat gitu apa gimana? Halo Bang, halo Rizky KZ. Namanya baru nih kayaknya. Halo Rizky. Iya sih kan. Iya, kalau aku nanya jawaban no spoiler jangan dijawab. Tapi
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
boleh beda yang salah.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it.
Boleh review ID nggak boleh? Mau review siapa? Tapi aku kalau review bukan review meta atau spiral ya. Aku lebih ke review kalau misalnya aku yang punya karakter itu. Karena setiap orang cara mainnya beda-beda. Rizky. Kok Rizky sih? Nggak ada i-nya ya? Nah, betul, malam ini langsung pulang soalnya kepentok kerjaan dia. Oh.
Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm
Jauh
sure
dong
that
bolak-balik
console
ya.
has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yang ada aja Bang. Oke, nanti aku coba abis cutscene ya.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
Iya.
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating.
Jadi intinya Nilo nggak datang tiba-tiba gitu, tapi mereka berlima memang butuh Nilo di rencananya. Jadi jangan kasih tahu, kami sudah bisa keluar kota. Udah biasa. Oh. Jadi kalau di Palembang tuh kayak dari Palembang ke Indralaya gitu loh. Kalau misalnya kalian cari di Google Map, ya kira segitu ya. Atau kalau Jakarta mungkin Jakarta ke Tangerang atau Tangerang ke Bogor gitu ya.
They're effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nagarbaha Day. Arguably the most important day to the academia. The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dental Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for Nagarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Ternyata udah ada. Udahlah, pasti setelah versi itu rilis, versi baru rilis, pasti versi kedepannya udah ada leaknya.
Let's go.
we just gonna walk in through the front door, or?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't
Saya
be
ada satu semuanya untuk bertamu ya.
Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if...
Pasti udah ada, kayak sekarang kan 3.2. Pasti 3.3 like-nya udah ada. Nanti 3.3, pasti 3.4 like-nya udah ada. Udah keluar. Siapa nih mau di-review apa yang ada? Tapi jangan semua ya, kalau semua sih sebentar. Dunia gelap kan. Belum spiral. Badan Shogun oke. The Cash. Oh oke, The Cash. Aku mau ngomong tapi udah The Cash ya. Oke. Ya kali Bapak. 240 ya. 240. Attack. Oh, attack. Attack. Oh, oke. Nggak mau coba ininya ini apa? Ionnya IR. Terus gobletnya elektro. Soalnya kalau keadaan aku begitu di akun kedua. Ionnya itu IR, ininya elektro. Kalau ini, kalau aku ya. Senjataku apa? PJWS tapi. Serius, iki OTW Twitter kan. Iya, Farusnya bintang 4. Gitu ya. Dan juga kalau dari statnya ini kurang crit rate juga. Kita tambah dikit lagi. Agak seret kalau goblet elektro tapi senjata The Cash kurang attack. Oh gitu. Kurang attack ya. Karena aku pakai PJWS. Tapi setidaknya ionnya IR lah. Mungkin ini bisa tetap attack tapi ininya setidaknya IR ya. Ionnya menurut aku. Atau dicoba-coba aja mana yang enak. Aku sama sekarang nggak ngerti ya buildnya gimana. Kan pakai 2 attack persen sih biasanya kalau aku. Oke. IR. Nah ini ada IR. Ini ganti ke Raiden aja. Ionnya. Oke, udah besar ya. Iya ditukar aja yang ini ionnya. Attacknya iya. Transfuse IR kalau bisa biar bisa gedein elektro bonus si convert dari IR. Makanya buat aku yang ionnya ya taruh di Raiden aja. Tukaran aja. Pasti nanti bakalan dapat crit rate-nya walaupun crit rate-nya udah dari The Catch ya. Dapat tambah 3 ya lumayan. Yoimiya udah jadi nih Yoimiya. Skyward Harp oke. Skyward Harp ya oke. Damage attack ke damage sih kalau Yoimiya ini menurut aku. Wih besar ya. Ke damage-nya ya oke. Ke damage. Udah bagus sih Yoimiya nya. Paling kalau mau tambah lagi cari apa ya? Cari crit damage lagi tapi udah cukup sih. Kalau senjata biasanya aku lebih mending pakai apa ras sih dibandingkan Skyward Harp. Tapi buat nyari crit rate-nya bisa pakai Skyward Harp. Ternyata Wanderer Katalis. Iya. Ternyata Katalis. Kemungkinan Katalisnya ya betul. Kemungkinan Katalis soalnya. Kayak ini sih apa? Kayak Heizo berarti ya. Katalis tapi nggak tahu mekanismenya kayak apa. Gitu aja. Jadi untuk Yoimiya udah jadi sih menurut aku. Kalian tinggal cari crit damage aja. Untuk Yai-nya aku nggak gitu tahu Yai tapi menurut aku ini ditukar aja ionnya sama Raiden. Tambahin ini juga. Menurut aku gitu ya tadi ya RZKY tadi. Siapa sih namanya Rizky aja deh. Atau kayak Kokumi biar seru loh. Jadi belok ininya. Siapa Wanderer-nya? Jadi belok arah. Jadi lemah gemulai gitu ya.
Scribe? Please wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
Iya. Aman tenang.
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here.
Saya mencari kamu
I
kau
had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago,
oh gitu.
but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Nggak mau kita ketahuan. Wah kita ini pakai Akasha lagi.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless
Dia
inference shames the
menyimpulkan
Haravatat
tanpa
Darshan.
dasar kuat.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate.
Alah.
Don't look down on me.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be
Capek aku kalau dia
obvious.
sampai besok beneran. Capek aku kalau dia sampai besok beneran libur. Loh, nggak apa-apa dong, jadi bisa ketemu terus.
Is that so? Wait a moment. The sages search for you? A blonde-haired traveler? So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler?
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
Aish.
As I expected. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
Sekretaris ya. Bukan sekretari. Tapi scribe tuh kayak notulen gitu nggak sih? Nyatet nggak sih? Maksudnya?
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
Betul.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Gimana?
You have no idea?
He convinced himself of whatever truth he
Kan
came up
setuju
with.
sendiri.
That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our
Smart
own
people, berarti
excuses.
pengen nonton ini
We shouldn't
podcast
waste
Deddy
any more
Kobuser.
time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity.
Apa tuh? Nah, ketemu terus itu jadi masalah. Bisa diajak mana-mana sampai tepak akunya. Lo gak usah ya tinggal ngomong kan. Kalau misalnya yang aku capek ya istirahat dulu ya hari ini gitu. Atau apa sih, atau bareng-barengnya di rumah aja misalnya main bareng gitu.
Allow me.
Nggak enak kan aku ngomongnya. Kalau nggak itu berarti dia senang ngajak main bareng gitu. Coba. Tapi menurut aku dari awal memang harus berani ngomong sih.
Academia's
Ibaratnya
library?
kalau dari awal udah nggak berani ngomong nanti jadi ketutup-tutup gitu. Hubungannya jadi nggak terbuka.
Indeed.
Tapi juga bisa ya main PS aja. Iya. Nah, iya ajak main bareng apa kayak main game PS apa gitu yang misalnya apa sih game PS tuh yang berdua seru. Overcook gitu, moving out gitu. Apalagi yang berdua. Apa tuh? Apa tag two apa gitu yang berdua gitu loh. Bisa tuh main berdua. Kalau misalnya capek keluar.
There are a lot of students going through
Tag
here.
tag
Is it really okay just to
tag as tuh
walk right
apa
in?
tuh?
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyagarbaha Day. Just act natural.
Just like natural kan. It takes two. Nah, iya itu it takes two maksud aku. Nah. Bisa kan di PS kalau misalnya mau main berdua. Kalau misalnya mau berdua tapi nggak capek ya main game sih. Walaupun di PC ada juga sih di Steam ya masalah.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there?
Untung pas banget dia baru beli controller baru. Nah, bisa tuh misalnya hari pertama keluar, besoknya capek kan, ya udah main bareng gitu.
And after he
Kan
dies,
seru.
we'd sneak past him?
Sama habis beli arcade.
Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Arcade stick tuh yang mana? Aku nggak punya PS soalnya, cuma PS2 punya. PS1 aja nggak punya aku. Aku punyanya Sega Genesis dulu.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint.
If you wish to know his location,
Nggak, bos
look
kata.
behind you.
Lah iya, dia di belakang.
What's Grand Sage Zar doing here?
Mukanya jadi merah sih.
Do not tell me you believed the academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe.
Scribe. Tapi harusnya kenapa pakai akasha ya? Jadi bisa kebaca nggak sih?
An eyewitness had informed me
Kalau
of
masa
your
malam magri lagi
whereabouts,
kerja
so
kah?
I
Lagi
came
istirahat.
to personally welcome you.
Kamu di sini aja, aku sengaja datang untuk menyapa.
Great sage. I didn't expect you to care so much about me.
Aku tersenyum.
I'm truly flattered.
Dan saya akun quest. Dah, diam, jangan spoiler, hei. Magi hobi spoiler soalnya.
I'm sure.
Tahan.
But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected
Dia tahu nama
guests.
Paimon ya?
You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
Correct.
It's a pity that only now have
Nanti
I
aku
been
baca
afforded
chatnya
the
deh.
opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests.
Selamat untuk
I do
mengerti semuanya.
apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to
situasinya
prepare
dia
some
kamu tidak mau
perfunctory
buat gegabah.
excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
Oh, malah diundang.
Please follow me to my office.
Lah iya, malah diundang. Malah disuruh ibaratnya.
This place is crawling with guards.
Jauh amat
There's
bedanya.
no way out for us.
Apa tuh yang di arcade mesin itu loh, biasanya kan controller dia kayak pakai buat belah bulatan gitu, tombol dia cuma ada 8, biasanya buat main game fighting kayak oh iya yang paham kayak di dingdong gitu kan ya, paham. Oh ya sih, biar nggak rusak ya kalau main kayak fighting gitu kan, kalau pakai stick kan sayang sticknya. Paham.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all.
Oh, Fatih punya udang di balik bakuan.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors.
Ya, sekarang temannya dia main oh iya, hobinya Tekken. Waduh. Cewek hobinya Tekken dong, berarti hobi berantem. Hati-hati nanti dipraktikin ke Desna nanti. Gerakan-gerakan.
If that is so, then you should be praising our great work rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
Itu istimewa.
Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work.
Oh, sampai kabur dulu, kalau mau sampai dipraktekin kabur duluan aku kan.
Creating a god.
Ajarin game yang tenang gitu loh.
We are using human wisdom to create a god.
Ajarin game yang tenang, Genshin gitu tadi, moving out, overcooked, it takes two gitu.
If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
Agak sakit ini.
We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize
kebiasaan manusia katamu, tapi udahkah kamu masih bantu pada dewa? Lah iya.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
Sudah kamu kemenangan. Betul, sudah dewa bertahta di Sumeru.
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods?
Kalau gitu dewa yang dibuat bisa apa?
We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars.
They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
Nanti chat aku baca ya.
With that in mind,
Lagi
it is
serius
better to
soalnya.
keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
Pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking
Oh
about
iya
us?
makanya.
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble.
Seolah-olah dikhianati di sini.
Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the
Oh,
traveler.
enggak, ini
An
memang
array
bagian
of information
rencananya.
about her ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham? So you're still on the academia side! We finally started to trust you!
Bisa jebak. Enak.
Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external
Nanti chatnya aku
variable.
baca.
Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well, I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra
Keren banget
Sino,
kalau
who
video
had
sekarang
defected
mas
from the academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhatham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhatham will turn traitor and sacrifice the traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. And even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Guards kan. Oh, battle-nya di sini, oke. Apa lari-lari sih kayaknya. Bayaran cutscene. Kan berubah kan.
Well, what do we have here?
What do we have
So
here?
you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
Kemasukan kan.
He has gone completely insane.
Kan. Duluan kan.
Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the
Lo kita
confinement
ke orang tahan.
room.
Lo kita di
I'll deal with
penjara.
them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyargarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
You may bikin kan. Apa tepat cerita. Gue jelasin juga memang bagian dari rencana gak sih? Apa temannya mau ceritanya? Iya, karena dari rencana sendiri kita sebagai player nggak dikasih tahu rencananya apa. Untung pemainnya nggak bilang let me out gitu ya. Dah, apa nih baca komen tadi? Nah, saya ketemu sudah masuk begitu. Sekarang temannya main Tekken. Panjang banget ceritanya, bagus dong kalau panjang. Makanya mungkin kan di 3.0 kan bagian 1 bagian 2, 3.1 bagian 3 4, bagian apa 3.2, makanya mungkin cuman bagian 5 karena panjang ceritanya kali ya. Dia mainnya kalau nggak Tekken, GOW, God of War, Street Fighter. Waduh, game keras ya. Bang, bagikan cookie dong. Aku C4 kalau nggak salah. Kenapa? Mau C berapa? Sebenarnya speknya nggak benar, bukan orang Akademia. Sebenarnya speknya nggak benar, bukan orang Akademia. Ya memang Magri. Yang nggak benar tuh ibaratnya apa sih pemimpinnya, bukan semua akademianya. Ibaratnya kan akademianya itu kan cuman kayak pelajar doang. Bukan pelajar tapi kayak pemimpinnya. Ibaratnya tuh kayak apa sih dosennya, rektornya gitu lah. Leak video sekarang udah ada. Keren banget tuh. Kalau leak karakter masih oke lah, tapi kalau leak apa cerita jangan sampai sih. Duluan ya, dia ada tomboy, wajar lah. Kalau God of War paling main berdua, satunya main, satunya ngeliatin gitu. Wah, ini bahasa Jepangnya gimana ya? Kayak penjaga juga tidak bisa mendengar kita.
Yeah. Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh?
Naka masuk pikiran aku dong.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and all
Latihan juga masih
done with
dikerjain
his part
lagi.
too.
Kita bisa kata.
We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up.
Yuk dengan dulu hasil rapatan. Iya, karena hasil rapatan nggak dikasih tahu ke player kita sebagai pemainnya. Makanya agak dada laki-laki. Gimana dada laki-laki?
Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Baru dikasih tahu di sini.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the traveler to the confinement room.
Why do you want to get her locked up on purpose?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
Kelakuan dia dikit, maksudnya dia suka motoran, selera dia juga gak beda. Oh, nggak seperti nggak seperti cewek pada umumnya ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa, bagus lah, unik berarti, nggak ada nyamain.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan.
Nggak sepantas deh.
Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in confinement. According to the academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness.
Oh, gitu.
However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that
Tapi rencananya
depend on our luck.
tetap tidak pasti. Tapi nanti lawan Dr. di Fontaine. Gak tahu ya, aku belum bisa komen sih. Harusnya iya sih. Dulu sih mengira dokter itu di Sumeru loh. Maksud itu kita ngelawannya, ternyata enggak. Makanya aku bilang.
It's the one that all Hatham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless?
Mana tapi sombong, mereka bereaksi itu gunanya cuma buat menyani mereka.
Alright, so what now?
Cari titik yang sinyalnya paling kuat di ini, itu sebabnya aja.
Sounds easy enough.
Sama kayak HP ya berarti ya.
Talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Cara gimana bisa tanda tidak. Tidak sebenarnya kita kasih ini nggak bisa teleport. Oke. Berarti yang udah quest ini nggak boleh keluar lagi berarti. Buka kartu masih bisa tapi ya oke. Gacha bisa nggak? Oh masih bisa. Nah, tapi kalau misalnya gacha dapat karakter, oh nggak bisa ya? Ya bisa juga deh.
Whoa, it's Mora. Ooh, Mora. No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure.
Ini untuk sebuah penjara besar. Sumeru cuma lawan Sekarang. Oh ya, dijawab Magri. Berarti saya nggak langsung spoiler. Bahaya deh baca komen Magri kalau pas Archon quest nih. Gak gitu kelihatan ini. Kayaknya di tengah deh, dugaan aku sih di tengah. Udah ada trailer, iya, tapi kan kita nggak tahu di belakangnya apa. Dan juga trailer tuh nggak semata-mata buat ngasih semuanya. Justru trailer kalau ngasih spoiler ya bukan trailer namanya spoiler. Namanya trailer tuh kan ngasih tahu tapi jangan sampai tahu semuanya gitu lah. Makanya manggil sebelah di arah jam 9 gak sih? Di atas gak sih? Itu kan aku di atas sih. Tapi masih panjat. Oh berarti memang gak bisa naik.
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed?
Tinggal bisa ngindar lagi. Bisa ngindar kok kalau nggak nonton. Misalnya trailer nggak mau ditonton kan bisa ngindar kalau misalnya memang niat mau. Nyangkut lah, ini nggak ada interaksinya dong. Ya ketemu, bentar harus fokus ini. Dia belakang nggak kelihatan, jauh ke depan. Nah, udah nyoba lawan Dendro Hepo. Udah magri kalau Dendro Hepo.
Is this the right spot?
Udah. Sinyal sama tapi aku dapat sinyalnya siap koneksi dalam 1-2.
Please work.
Iya kopi lagi Ji, kopi mulu. Susu dong, enakan susu kalau gelap kan. Bukan. Bersuara dong ah. Oh ya First masih pelit gak ngasih suara. Ya nama juga ditraktirin gimana mau nolak. Bilang traktirnya ini aja, susu aja gitu. Conglain. Bawa satu dendro. Satu dendro harus, kalau nggak bisa selesai. Kalau ini wajib banget ya. Kalau yang hypo lain masih bisa lah di nggak wajib gitu kayak yang pyro kan masih bisa pakai yang lain walaupun lama. Guys mau aja lihat apa nih kan ini kan game horor ya.
Nahida!
Nih bersuara, oke.
Hey, Nahida!
Nah kan enak tuh ada suaranya.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their hearts, kept looking for a way to save Soul. So I can catch up.
Bahasa Inggrisnya pendek sekali, bahasa Indonesia panjang sekali.
Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Sekarang. The sages are creating a god to replace me.
Tinggal dia cepat merasa iya.
And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness. Nahida!
Apa tuh bersuaranya cuma di sini doang? Iya sayangnya. Mungkin tapi masuk akal sih kan buat manggil ya. Kalau misalnya nggak bersuara agak aneh kan. Setelah sekian lama tiap MC kembali kerja. Iya tapi cuma sepatah dua patah doang. Ampun aku sudah meninggalkan itu. Oh. Pakai aneh mode, kok itu elemen outburstnya aneh mode kan?
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this?
Kan kasihan kan?
So quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known
baru masuk suaranya.
since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? You're right though.
Maksudnya kau skip.
I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Apa tuh itu Rodefata?
Nahida!
Whistle-nya cuma Nahida toh. Cuman dengan beda intonasinya aja.
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Ah kan
It's just
agak aneh dengan suaranya kan jarang dengar.
I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Nggak review apa Iqbal? Siapa maksudnya? Boleh-boleh aja.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything?
Sudah bangun.
Wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside.
Kan dalam pintu. Oh
You
gitu.
were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think
Kan
everyone's
semua
done with their
cara.
Garba Day stuff?
Ini mulai mencurigakan nih. UID-nya 80 semua karakter. Kalau aku tebak pasti karakternya level 90 semua. Baik, kita sudah mengunggah.
Yep, so that means our next act is Nilu's performance.
Sebenarnya kalau mau bagus ceritanya bisa kan, misalnya pas lagi bagiannya Nilu kita main sebagai Nilu gitu. Bagiannya siapa kita main sebagai siapa. Gak cuman cutscene doang.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
Oh, ini baik dari sisinya Nilu. Bagus nih, di sisinya dilihatin semua. Tahu Bang, kenapa
I'm
Bang?
sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, but if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry, they've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful,
Demi kami
even if
ini.
it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Baru dibilang bermain sebagai Nilu, beneran dong. Memang bagusnya gitu sih. Jadi sisinya tuh kelihatan gitu. Walaupun cuma trial ya nggak apa-apa sih, cuma buat cerita. Oh iya, salah, sorry. Oh, kali ini banyak asinnya. Iya. Harus banyak sih, ibaratnya masa sama dengan Inazuma. Kan semakin bagus teknologinya, semakin banyak ceritanya. Bisa nggak ini review? Oh nggak bisa, ini dianggap domain ya. Belum bisa review ini, oke.
Nilu, how's it going?
Oh iya, ini bagian dari apa? Zubair.
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well.
Kayaknya baru ini akun quest yang multiple point of view. Iya, bagus dong. Jadi apa, kita sebagai player, bukan sebagai MC ya, maksudnya sebagai player tahu sisi ceritanya gimana.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Tapi kayaknya cuma Nilu doang deh. Kalau Al-Hitam kayaknya enggak deh, enggak ada POV-nya gitu.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends.
Nah kan besok dia libur, tapi jadi gimana?
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on
Nilu
doing
emang
something
di
like,
atas ya?
the academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Jangan aku akan bilang kalau akademi aku mengadakan eksperimen aneh, terus banyak masukan lepas angkatan.
You couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Piece of cake kan. Tapi jadinya besok aku ada alasan izin nggak ikut ngurus ke pramukaan, disuruh ngikut bantu kakak pramukanya. Nambah males jadi nyari alasan aja deh. Coba alasan. Makan bang, makan siang, silakan. Nilu trialan dikasih begini. Tapi kok rasanya nggak untuk battle sih. Oh ini bagian dari Nilu juga.
Hey Nilu, Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait people away with Yalda candies plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
VR, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers,
Oh
no
iya.
less.
Mager-mageran.
I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sleeps in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
Panggungnya tanda kutip. Mencurigakan. Inilah panggungnya katanya. Jadi pas rame gitu di apa nari ya dia ya. Pas lagi acaranya tadi itu kan. Ibaratnya narinya di luar tempatnya kan. Biasanya di tempat tertutup gitu kan. Di tempat teater gitu.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these
have
been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Nangis kan. Berarti kayak nekat ya tiba-tiba nari di depan lapangan gitu ya. Nggak ada angin, nggak ada hujan gitu ya. Masih di dalam sini nggak tuh?
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage?
Besarnya kayaknya itu bahasa menyelesaikan bagiannya. Halo Andika.
It's great
Yo
that
gitu.
going well. Come to think of it, when did Al-Haytham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha?
Dia bakal kayaknya sama kita deh kayaknya. Ingat kalau tuh dia tiba-tiba jalan mendekati Genshin.
Oh, so that's when he did it. Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Al-Haytham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos?
Diam-diam. Apa? Diam-diam Al-Haytham tuh pencuri. Jadi mumpung ada alasan bisa ya pakai buat Yoda deh. Tapi kan ada dia yang nyuruh tapi yang libur, ada dia yang libur. Dodit Fauzan Fauzi Wawan Al-Budi Faisal Ningsi, ya ampun. Dodit siapa? Soalnya dia selalu kalem, aku sebenarnya suka kayak jaga. Bahkan mau dibilang dasar yang menjaga nyopet, makanya aku bilang.
Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway. Paimon remembers that Nilou's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Bahwa dikasih tahu kan rencana-rencananya.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such...
But This is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Berarti kalau misalnya nggak dijalanin ini, nggak ada ini apa teaternya bakal nggak ada lagi ya?
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbha Day, if the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
Nanti malam live kah? Enggak. Makanya aku live sekarang nanti kah?
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City.
At
first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Nah, di sini baru nilunya dipakai. Tuh, nggak mau dipakai. Klik ini. Gitu.
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her.
Ya sesuai keinginan dia lagi, pengen bersama-sama berdua terus. Ya makanya ajak main game aja biar nggak capek.
Hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine.
Iya, yang Emiratnya belum kepake sih. Tapi kadang suka ngelunjak. Kenapa ngelunjak?
Here they come.
Kan
Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
Untuk semalam selesai ada update-nya jam 11 malam, Bang. Oh, jadi masih bisa daily ya. Wait.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
Baru nih
My
sisinya
brothers
ini.
have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Abis jam 11 pagi selesai jam 11 malam GG kan. Kan ini home.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their...
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him.
Iya, bahkan NPC pun dipakai di sini kan.
Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yang ngelunjak dalam konsep berbeda, maksudku paham lah. Enggak, maksudnya ngelunjak yang gimana? Marah, ngambek gitu kan? Apa bukan? Ini setiap scene karena POV-nya beda-beda jadi loading terus ya.
This outfit.
Kok lucu sih?
Hey,
Do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run
Kok
away
kayak
from them.
cosplay sih, lucu sih.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa.
Cosplaying
I
at
won't get cold feet.
Hey, they're here. I can see the academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Aduh, cosplay nggak tuh, cosplay kan? Oh, bisa digerakin dah kameranya, oke. Tapi dia jalan sendiri.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me?
Agak berasa nyusul.
This is different from our plan.
Wah, keren ada kayak gini ya
I
ampun.
need to make a choice.
Makan rumah tuh yang mana? Ladang tuh yang mana? Oh, oke, bagus sih mekaniknya. Bagus. Seru. Ada sesuatu yang baru tuh seru, aku suka. Ada cosplay lah. Ada pilihan-pilihan lah. Keren.
Let's have a look behind the house.
Saya punya bocah kematian.
What should I do next?
Sebelah kiri, cuma satu pilihan tapi.
Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Kacau deh. Call of Duty.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next?
Lagunya lagu ini lagi.
Guard looks alert. What should
Tunggu
I do
saat
next?
tepat untuk kabur. Lagunya Windress lagi sih ya. Dia kayak gini tapi kita yang gerakin. COD kita gerakin. COD yang mana Magri?
Looks like the guard finally left. I need to go.
Lucu aja gitu ya ampun, gak expectnya gitu ya ampun. Dia gerak sendiri tapi kameranya kita gerakin. Nah itu ada penjaganya.
Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there. Stop! What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
Oh, CODM yang mana? Oh iya, yang CCTV ding. Iya. Aku kan nggak main, tapi kan cuma window gamingnya dari Miao. Oh iya. Neda dinerjun montun, matamu montun. Langsung deh.
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her.
Nah, itu ketika order dari Shopee. Nah, walaupun misalnya apa sedikit kan, tapi nggak apa-apa, tapi sesuatu yang baru lucu aja jadinya. Nggak expect loh
Where
soalnya.
did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her.
Nanti di akun kedua coba ketangkep deh.
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
No.
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence?
Everybody's
Everybody's
apa ya?
here. What on
Wait.
earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up?
Bang, e-game suspense semua akun bang. Oh kemarin itu mah udah lama nggak sih? Apa masih sekarang? Masih ada.
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat. So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition or a personal grudge. After stepping into our trap, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
Aku kan masih kecil kayak begitu. Piwit kan. Berarti dari tempat bazar jadi tempat pertarungan ya ampun.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
Wah, voice actornya bagus lagi.
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
Iya, sayangnya di sini dia belum rilis. Kalau udah rilis gua rasa ada trial dia sih. Tapi karena belum rilis jadi belum bisa. Bisa jadi dikasih trialnya, tapi karena belum rilis bisa.
This is odd.
Odd kan?
The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies. But it's much quieter than you. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards?
Guards kan.
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Grant, right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the order of arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air?
Kenapa bener sekarang cuma 15 hari? Karena update-nya cuma satu patch itu 5 minggu. Biasanya kan 6 minggu. Jawabannya begitu. Wait kan.
How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check.
Tuh kan, terlalu bergantung pada teknologi jadinya begitu.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been?
Oh iya kah? 3.3 6 minggu ya berarti ya. 1 2 3 4. Enggak tahu ya. Ada jadwalnya kan, yang 5 minggu udah ada jadwalnya soalnya. Terakhir tuh sampai 3.3 kan tanggal 7 apa tanggal berapa itu? Desember.
Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No.
Belum lah. Gimana?
It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Namanya baru sadar aku, namanya Uday. Kalau dibalik yaduh.
How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us.
Ya cepetan.
If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Kan Hoyo First bilang dari 30 sampai 3.2 dipercepat seminggu. Kalau sampai 3.2 ya, kalau nggak salah tuh ada 4 patch ya tuh yang dipercepat. Sampai 3 berapa? Makanya lupa aku. Ada 4 patch setahu aku. Tapi aku nggak tahu patch sampai kapan. Yang cuma 5 minggu. Okay.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop.
Pastikan dengan aku sendiri. Mana ada 4 patch nggak sih? 3 patch ya? Nanti aku cek lagi deh. Aku lupa soalnya.
Impossible. That's impossible.
Penglihatan berarti nggak mau percaya dia dengan kenyataan.
What a comical sight is our.
Nah,
Once
kan.
the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him.
Itu bentuk kayak rantai box ada. Coba lihat jam 3 poin. Pak ya nanti aku lihat. Kalau salah ada screenshotannya deh, ada apa jadwalnya.
You
Makanya aku
all
belum
can
lihat.
only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me, but I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
Iya.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archoners. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Diancam. Oh iya, masih dalam sini dong. Apa tuh? Berapa sih juga? Aku bingung juga gimana bilang maksudnya dia suka ngelunjak atau gimana lo. Ya, yang aku tahu kan ngelunjak tuh ngambekan kan, marah, gampang marah, ngabung bete gitu. Emang ngelunjak yang dia sama maksud tuh kayak apa? Apa tuh katanya? Kan untung gue skip akun ke sini. Lo kenapa dia skip? Gak nafsu liat Nahida sama setiap dia mau ngomong gue muntah. Lo kenapa ganti bahasa lain coba? Kamu selama muntah. Jadi nggak tahu cerita dong Andika.
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad didn't happen.
Udah sama teman kita, iya.
Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We can still chat like this.
Itu nafsu sekalian terima gaji kan. Loh, kok gitu? Makanya berarti harus cepet nikah tuh.
Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
Nih, kebuka. Oh, dia yang kesini. Oh, tadi kamu kalau ketakutan gitu.
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here.
Iya, nih gue rasa kalau dia sudah rilis, mungkin ada point of view-nya dia mungkin ya kayak Nilu tadi. Tapi karena belum rilis jadi nggak bisa. Gimana?
No, that's I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time. So, how's Sino doing?
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Suristhana, as we should have already rescued our Archon.
Tapi di sini agak mencurigakan sih, kayak semuanya terlalu gampang gitu. Mungkin di sinilah saatnya sekarang harus muncul ya. Iya, kayak semua rencananya terlalu gampang jalannya gitu. Apa tuh? Tetap bang, mau bahasa apapun setiap lihat Nahida. Kenapa? Kalau Nahidanya bisa disensor, gue mau nyimak akun quest. Loh, oh ya udah, berarti nggak apa-apa di skip tapi dengerin suaranya apa tuh, baca questnya tuh di quest gitu, ada kan bisa didengerin lagi. Mau selesai kuliah, bismillah kerja, baru bicara lebih jauh. Ya tuh berarti udah tandanya udah harus nikah secepatnya sih kalau ini. Selesai kuliah mah langsung tuh. Tapi ada beberapa kuliah tuh yang boleh sambil nikah kan, cuti berapa minggu gitu. Dan ditaruhnya di tengah-tengah sini. Oke. Bukan ada teleport ya setahu aku ya. Oh nggak ada ya. Oh, selama ini di sini ya, ampun. Sentra suasana. Ya sih kalau bisa ngangin gitu, tapi kudu nyari yang diminatin. Berarti dia kan nggak gacha Nahida. Kayak nggak sih, dia kayak benci banget gitu loh sama Nahida. Sanyo sama Search mana?
It's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection.
Menjadikan aku malu sundan dan selalu mengalah pada kadangnya. Tanda kamu mesti bantu banyak.
And created so much. Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends! Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world.
Masih mikir juga lebih tepat gimana aku.
My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country. It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom,
maka kan?
I will make them pay. Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you! I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia
mau ke WC dulu, pengen muntah deh. Kenapa? Kok Nahida dikit sampai sebegitunya kah? Ngilang bentar dulu, jalan-jalan tipis. Pada ngilang semua kalian.
We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was. Only, after all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
Langsung saja kalau Andika berkaca Nahida, nah iya tuh. Kayak dia benci banget gitu loh. Kenapa Andika? Sekali yang benci harusnya ya udah biarin gitu. Ini benci banget deh.
When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Sebenarnya kan ini kalau mau dibikin apa sih bagian 6 bisa ya kayak di stop di sini, tapi ini dibikin lanjut ya. Ini kan sebenarnya. Tapi dia dibikin lanjut gitu. Kalau misalnya mau dibikin sampai chapter 6. Jadi biar nggak panjang gitu, tapi kayaknya panjang banget ini. Iya. Ini 8 sampai jam 4 ya, habis itu aku mau pergi. Gue tadi muntah darah. Jangan gitu dong Andika. Sebegitunya kan. Ada lagi Andika lari. Awas lari Andika.
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
Lucu.
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy? It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! All the things that make Paimon special got copied! And Paimon appears to be trying to sangat soal Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
Atau yang nembak sekarang nanti nembak apa tuh lagi pula gue nggak suka cabut ya, tapi nggak sampai sebegitunya.
But you're the traveler's irreplaceable friend.
Nah kan.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the traveler was as smart as you. I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you and I'll do my best to provide support.
Ya nggak apa-apa.
I'm glad I can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right. I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so
Oke, langsung ke sana ya. Berset adalah jalur untuk sampai ke tempat. Oh beda jalan ya, oke. Oh banyak pintunya, baru tahu. Nah, jalan untuk tempat balidir kan. Cara ngelawannya kan jangan pakai party ini deh. Hydro nanti juga nggak bocil. Iya, gua rasa yang bocil cuman Dendro doang sih. Nggak usah banyak lagi kalau udah Kokomi ya. Siapa ya?
We'll need a strategy.
Kalau kata aku akan ada desain remaja. Iya, yang bocil cuman ini doang kok kayaknya. Coba cuman Dendro doang di 100. Nah, lihat ya mas cari. Oh benar dong, domain dong, Trakteer bukan. Itu kan dewa kami, kabar kami menggunakan pengaturan dewa. Benar dong, Trakteer tadi kemana taunya ngelawan. Oke.
What is this place?
Halo Bang, halo Elsan.
Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city?
Nah, makanya itu Paimon.
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two? Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as
Beda
their
banget dengan
ultimate
Sumeru ya
goal.
desainnya.
But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the
Nah,
academia alone.
makanya itu.
The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a
Archon,
lot
mereka
of
memang untuk membantu
technological
adventure.
support.
Menjadi dewa, iya.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
100-200 doang kecing tuh. Nggak usah 100, ngapain? Zaman sekarang mah susah kah? Nggak tahu, aku belum coba.
Is that it though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the
Nah,
academia
merasakan
sages.
kepentingan seperti itu.
He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process. The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos.
Itu aneh. Dia tidak tahu dia yang malas aneh sama DPS lo. Kenapa?
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it. Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
Malas aja.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
Kami bertemu beberapa kali, tapi tidak ada pertemuan kami yang berbuah manis.
Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
Ya, sama yang balik kepada Nahida.
I see. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Nanti jalur untuk sampai ke tempat baleder kan. Ada kemungkinan apa Senaya tuh tempatnya kayak gini berarti nanti. Oh, ada Fatuinya, oke. Oh udah, ya ampun. Tumben gak lama bang, gak lama apanya gak lama live-nya. Jadi aku live jam berapa ya? Udah sejam setengah sih live-nya nih. Bila di OBS-nya. Oh bolong tuh, tak kira tadi ada sesuatu. Ini jadi kayak bukan game Genshin ya. Iya jadi kayak bukan game Genshin deh kalau temanya mechanical gini. Dan gak ada lagunya lagi. Gelap lagi, nggak tahu kalian kelihatan gak di stream. Semoga kelihatan ya. Nggak mungkin udah sampai kan? Pasti ada lagi. Ada puzzle-nya kan? Oh iya, puzzle dulu dong. Oke, siap. Maksudnya jatuh ke bawah kah? Enggak kan? Ini jadi kayak bukan Genshin sih. Lawannya robot jadi wajah dan mekanik. Iya bener sih mechanical, tapi makanya nggak kayak Genshin biasanya kan. Genshin nggak kayak gini. Jadi kayak bukan Genshin gitu loh. Dan nanti pasti di tempatnya saya mungkin ada banyak kayak gini. Atau di kain Ria mungkin ada kayak gini. Pas yang berhubungan dengan Ruin Guard gitu mungkin kayak gini. Sama kayak yang di kuasa Aranyaka kan gitu juga. Yang kasihan. Ya ampun, ngeliatnya kemana? Oh oke. Berarti ada 4 sisi ya. Oke. udah ngerti kok mekanikanya. Coba ada fitur mute. Coba ada fitur mute one karakter. Nggak bisa mute semua adanya. Ya ampun, dia sempat infuse dong. Ada chestnya, oke. Coba ada fitur mute one, nggak ada. Tapi biasanya kalau puzzle quest tuh nggak susah sih, biasanya dibuatnya gampang. Karena kalau susah takutnya nggak bisa apa? Oh aduh, apa namanya? Nggak dibikin susah biasanya. Karena kalau susah bakal nge-stuck nanti. Kalau pakai Kazuha bisa dong, berarti dong curang ya berarti ya. Iya. Iya ya, kalau Kazuha bisa nge-cheat atau Venti juga bisa nge-cheat. Tapi cara baliknya gimana kalau tanpa jatuh ya? Apa naik ke sana lagi? Oh, pakai itu. Oke, masuk akal. Udah lagi ya tahu Magri, nggak usah kasih tahu nggak perlu kasih tahu, aku udah tahu Magri. Mau ngambil chestnya dulu, tahu kok. Biasanya kalau makanya kalau puzzle quest Archon tuh gampang biasanya. Karena kalau susah ya bakal kesusahan orang ngerjain ya. Misalnya susah kan jadinya takutnya nanti malah nge-stuck kan. Makanya dibikin nggak terlalu susah. Sempatnya infuse ya dia. Lagi. Nah. Oh ada 5, tapi ada 4 ya cuman. Oke. Nggak kelihatan soalnya. Cuman sekarang doang yang nggak cuman sekarang doang nggak ngeluarin delusion. Oh gitu ya. Oke. Oh banyak ya puzzle-nya ya, bagus lah. Tanganku gatal, pengen spoiler. No, garuk tangannya atau pakein kalpanak gitu tangannya biar bener. Wih pas dong. Biasanya nggak sekali sih, ini putar yang mana? Oh bener kan. Nyampe nggak? Nyampe. Oh nyampe lah. Tuh enak punya kucing kan, bisa lompat gitu.
Let me weave you a verse. Spring forth, propagate, incoming. Speed of light.
Ya sih kalau bisa jangan sampai dia infuse, kalau infuse susah nanti.
Know my sword. With sword comes shadow.
Oh masih ada, oke.
Germinate. Rain outlines your fate. Don't blink.
Itu kalau jauh tuh langsung habis energinya bang. Iya memang nggak cuma di domain ini sih, di semua domain kalau kita jatuh energi buat burstnya habis semua, sama healthnya berkurang sekitar 10 atau 20%-an semua partinya. Memang gitu, semua domain memang begitu sih. Oh belum, tak kira gitu loh. Oh berarti yang ini dong, jauh amat. Nah. Udah tuh. Tuh liftnya jalan, naik ke atas kan. Oh pecah. Iya mirip mekaniknya mirip dengan yang di questnya Aranyaka itu. Yang ke sama apa Archon itu. Tengah-tengahnya ada lift juga. Cuma dia pakai baterai atau energi gitu kan. Ya, ubur-uburan nggak ikut ya, ketinggalan. Gas lawan Sekarang, iya. Pasti setelah lawan Sekarang terus closing sedikit baru selesai ceritanya. Biasanya gitu. Habis lawan bos, ibaratnya baru habis itu ada sedikit penutupan baru selesai. Oke.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst.
Sudah ciptakan sudah sempurna atau bahkan sudah sempurna. Ini cara dia memandangkan cuaca. Oh tidaknya begitu dong.
Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against that Fatui Harbinger with a gnosis. Are you nervous, Paimon?
Aku lebih berat 6 soalnya. Dan waktu nggak ambil bakat sampai level 80. 90 soalnya aku berat 6. Nggak usah sih. Nggak usah sih bang, lapar bang ya makan loh Andika.
You really want to know? Of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida? Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well. Curious? Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur. So it has always drawn my curiosity.
Belum makan nasi tapi kalau makan kentang, makan roti mah udah aja nggak makan nasi atau makan jagung. Udah karbo juga.
So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting
Ada di
thing?
Pavela nggak ada ngomongin akan satu-satu. Oh ya, nggak perhatiin aku. Walaupun sudah punya.
Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Yes, aura from here kan. Lu kan balik tempatnya kemana? Oh langsung keluar dia, oke. Pengen ku cubit, nggak pengen di emote gitu. Cuman para Archon aja ngomong itu. Oh gitu. Karena Nahida masih baru mungkin nggak kenal kali ya. Belum kenal. Halo robot setengah badan.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you.
Oh iya, Booer tuh Nahida.
Knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer, a long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Jadi Power Ranger kan. Guild versi besar, oke. Nanti ketemu saudara yang mana? Saudaranya waduh, namanya panjang nggak ingat namanya apa.
This imposing aura. It really feels like the gods. A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something.
Uh-uh.
Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the
Jadi
spiritual
maksudmu
height of the
kesadarannya
god.
masih tetap sama seperti belajar yang lama kami kenal.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world.
Everlasting love of arcane wisdom.
Can you
Namanya
feel
keren
it?
sih.
The exhilaration of such power and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature.
Dia memang masih baut yang lama.
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power.
Masa Fatin Azuma, oh gitu.
No wonder your own people have
Nanti aku lihat
abandoned you, god of wisdom.
Jadi sekarang akan semakin banyak orang yang mengikuti Nahida sebenarnya.
Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom.
Booer.
You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come. Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War.
Woi, jangan dong.
And inaugurate my birth as a god.
Nggak tahu mekaniknya pasti mati. Oh, udah ini ya, oke. Ambil akan lagi dia sekarang langsung bertanggung untuk misi yang akan ah, ambillah bahkan harga nggak suka sama pertarungan. Kalau anak gitu yang mana? Ini maksudnya. Oh gitu. Oke, lagu bos itu selalu bagus kalau pertama kali dengar. Bisa dipakai. Oh iya, lupa aku bisa dipakai, ding. Ah, nggak dapet lagi. Ini. Tapi harusnya kalau lagi-lagi kalau akun kes harusnya gampang sih, nggak dibikin susah. Oh, buat nge-heal ya, oke. Ya auto aimnya ke situ, ke badan mungkin ya. Dikatain pes hewan ini apa? Apa namanya, kayak tikus gitu. Apa tuh? Oke, apa tuh? Alah, panik sendiri. Mati. Tapi suara bosnya keren sih. Gagah gitu. Kalau udah Kokumi nggak butuh healer sih. Apa tuh? Ini kita persona foto ini semua. Oke lah bang, gue mau berobat dulu karena kita suara Nahida. Loh, kok gitu sampai sebegitunya? Ya mirip dengan Cenda ya. Jatuh juga kan. Fase 2 kan baru jadi Ultraman. Alangkah besarnya area, jalannya jadi lambat banget deh. Apa yang harus dilawan? Oh, apa yang turun? Berarti agak susah dong kalau mau di ini ya. Oke. Tapi memang harus ngindar dulu deh. Pasti ada kasihan dong Magri. Tanpa dikasih tahu aku juga udah tahu. Nggak mungkin lah nggak ada kasihan. Kamu ceritanya belum ada penutupannya kok. Mati. Langsung akan bisa. Nggak ada guide-nya ya. Oke, animasinya berbeda, nggak sama. Mati kan kamehameha kan. Ya ampun, kayak ngambil biji. Kayak ngambil alat dong.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boer?
Ada kenosis kan. Jadi ingat di ini apa di monster soalnya.
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
Oh enggak ya, mungkin. Soalnya keinget di Fenty kan begitu. Direbut secara paksa. Beda kalau zombie sama itu enggak.
Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
Power of Dreams. Kayak Honda dong, Power of Dreams.
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Nah itu Izanagi aku nggak ngerti apa Magri.
All of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Diulang lagi jatuh lagi kan. Oh enggak. Oh iya. Oh tapi jatuhnya lebih keren ya.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
Biar.
I am
Nah, baru pakai.
God.
Oh, dikasih Nahida trial tuh, oke.
To oblivion.
Oh, ini aja full terus om boy.
Ring cutter. A minor setback. With sword comes shadow.
Tujuan itu bukan itu sih, maksudnya nyari energi, udah full baru dipakai. Yang tombol untuk menekan tutup belum cukup kan tombol untuk tahan tombol bintik apa? Teksnya merah, nggak kelihatan. Gitu maksudnya. Oh iya.
Reality is pain.
Rest and rebuild. Rain outlines your fate.
Cruel world.
Menantikan gimana hancurinnya? Pakai dendro kah? Oh iya. Gak nyampe. Oke ya pakai dendro ya. Oke deh. Aku cari baterai. Tapi nggak sampai. Iya. Pakai Nahida. Iya. Harusnya pakai Nahida sih. Soalnya kan nggak nyampe. Mati. Oh berarti install clear di situ. Oke paham. Aku belum masih mempelajari mekanika dulu. Sama cari baterai energi maksudnya.
I'll be fine.
Udah.
Body and mind.
Apa? Oh bisa gitu. Oke, baru lihat aku. Berarti pakai gaya Ganyu atau Yoimiya bisa di sini. Mungkin itulah kenapa dikasih banner Yoimiya kali. Iya kali ya. Oh itu bubur. Nggak kena Mino. Oh kakak bisa.
Not good. A minor setback.
Oke. Sebenarnya secara AFK aja bisa menang sendiri sebenarnya. Karena kan dia ada auto hitnya gitu. Karena iya makanya harus pakai jarak jauh. Energi atau kole bisa kali. Karena dia di atas sempatnya. Atau pakai katalis. Tapi nggak bisa Nahida sama siapa? Yang sama Yae. Karena Yae kan juga nggak bisa ke atasnya kan. Oh, ini soal Aaron ada di sini ya.
No. Wait. Please. Anything but the gnosis.
That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Kepala duluan jatuh, ya ampun. Dual blade kan harus pakai capan. Oh iya.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Gnosis apa? Gnosis quicken ya berarti ya. Dendro sama elektro.
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Cutscene. Oh enggak, ada kira cutscene.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know?
Oh iya.
Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
Do you feel sad, Nahida?
Tak kira Nahida batuk kan, bukan sedih.
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow.
Maksudnya di bagian dunia utara kok.
Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis's protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any... Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon.
Oke. Mau tidak ada manusia kata lucu sih ininya apa namanya? Apanya achievementnya? Keren amat lah.
In the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards.
Bisa ada slime dong
If we
sini.
lose control over our consciousness, we will fall into madness. So let's make sure the boat stays on course.
Wow, what are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Makanya bisa-bisanya ada livechat di sini. Oh, ke sana dong. Oke. Gak ada apa-apa nih di sini. Bisa ada doggy lah di sini.
Propagate! Witness the power of Gugwa! Huh? No, my sword! Allow me! Nowhere to hide. Incoming! Huh? Yeah! Don't blink!
Ini geo ya.
A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Mirip dengan domainnya Xinyan dia ya. Tema-tema yang merah-merah gini.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Incoming. Germinate.
Nanti waktu dulu ya mau balik di kantor. Oh, dia tadi lagi di kantor di. Malah nonton streaming lagi kerja. Silakan lagi, hati-hati naik mobilnya.
Got lucky that time. Don't blink.
Oh, jam 4 nanggung nih selesai.
Ring cutter. No, my sword. Spring forth. Nowhere to hide. Good. Good. Incoming. To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Oke. Nah, ini mirip di Guyun gitu ya, Guyun. Oh, bisa naik pakai, ya ampun, bisa pakai itu dong ternyata. Gak harus muter.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida? Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
Itu tempat yang terang. Tempat yang lebih cerah. Ya ini cerah sih, tapi suram.
We'll be arriving at our destination soon.
Sudah mau baik saja. Pikir-pikir aneh kadang datang, pikir-pikir aneh kadang. Tapi sekarang tidak ada.
But everything's been completely normal for Pine. Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before? No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance. Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
Keluar domain. Itu bunyi keluar domain.
So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Berarti selama ini yang dikirain apa dunia telah melupakanku, itu dikira Nahida, ternyata bukan ya. Sekarang bertiga, kemarin sendirian.
This is the place.
Ini Pak, tempat ini sama dengan yang ada dalam ingatanku.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is that me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
Suaranya mirip suara ini ya, Lumin. Apa aku halu ya, mereka berdua sama persis.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature? Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
Jadi ini adalah hubungan antara mereka berdua aja dengan lain.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature,
Our fates are bound to be different.
All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of
Dia kayaknya malah
wisdom.
nggak tahu tentang hal ini, man.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And
What
exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, the pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
Lebih Archon
At that
tadi.
time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no! How could that happen? I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Berarti bakal hilang dong.
Wait, no, I can't.
Kan?
So you realize what that implies? You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. How can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me.
Completely. Sekarang ada completely-nya, ya.
We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds.
Atau pipinya, pipi, iya imut pengen dijepit.
Connecting all things in the
Ya,
world
aku jadi
into one
nangis ya.
dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
Ini pertama kalinya karakter yang nangis ya.
I understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world.
Iya.
They can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest
Ya, coba
darkness.
imut dikatain lagi imut cebol. Dada kan, ya. baru juga ketemu langsung hilang ibaratnya dan nggak bisa ketemu lagi sama lamanya. Tapi lagu yang ini lagi yang dipakainya lah baru story. Iya baru story. Halo Bang Rakian.
Yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer. And I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Iya, jadi biar bisa mimpi lagi kan. Selama ini kan nggak bisa mimpi yang dewasa karena pakai akasha. Nah, ada dunia azir lewat. Ya, berarti semua penyakitnya hilang ya berarti ya. Apa karena pengetahuan terlarangnya itu ya? Udah gacha lagi tak kak? Udah Bang Rakian, udah Rakian, udah. Ya udah dapetnya red off, red on sih dapetnya dari pitch 1 red off, dapetnya kecing dulu baru ini.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right?
Iya, tapi mengorbankan 1 orang.
So why am I crying?
Iya, nangisnya kelihatan tuh.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of 2 gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness from 5 to 10.
Nangis aku, dia sudah lupa apa aku bisa ingat karena aku bukan satunya ini. Oh iya, bisa jadi.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Dia jangan apa-apa, pas semuanya sudah benar lupa pada kata-kata. Terus memberikan mereka kali kasih tahu kayak bakal bingung deh. Bezet kan, bezet nggak tuh. Nanti plot twistnya ini semua mimpi ya, dari ke awal lagi nggak tuh? Kayak di apa yang Sub-Zero itu, di bagian apa, bagian 2 ya?
Huh? That sound. Traveler, Paimon.
I've been waiting here far too long.
Datang lagi makhluk ini.
But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
Bukan udah pergi.
The doctor. What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you.
Jangan bilang di sini terpaksa ngasih.
That could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the god of wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many
versi berbeda kan, klon kan. Sudah tanda kutip tapi ya, yang kemarin kayaknya enggak deh.
A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals.
Nah iya, tanda kutip kan.
That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the god of wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The Academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort.
Waalaikumsalam kah?
Destroy them all here
Sore
and
kah?
now. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked.
Huntingnya pakai glow stick ya, baru sadar.
What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
Kan.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think
Makanya
I'll have
You'll make this moment.
tulisan dekat Sumeru.
You will regret this.
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it.
Karena ada perjanjian. Tapi yang diambil yang elektro ya.
The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Oh, minta
Don't
lagi.
greedy, harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted.
Iya, jadi dia
I'm
negosiasi.
very glad I got to meet you
Bikin
like
kesepakatan.
this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Tapi dia akhirnya Nahida tetap mau ya karena demi itu. Tapi sebagai player gak dikasih tahu. Ada banyak semuanya ini. Beberapa hari time skip aja ya berarti. Mungkin penjelasan selanjutnya ada di story kasihan Nahida berarti.
Together! Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not
Kita
even
keluarkan.
Narik.
Masuk rumah sakit ya itu kita kehilangan sedang kita jemput dari diasakan apa. Kasih dulu kita yang gotong kita. Jadi udah latihan dikumpulkan di sini kerjanya bawa kamu dulu tim baik. Alihkan dari sini dan sekarang udah beberapa hari kalau kita coba keluar. Kita tanya pada kasar sudah tahu sudah tidak bisa lagi mengandalkan beban besarnya sampai kamu kerja itu semakin tapi semacam beban kali itu.
Come on, traveler, let's go!
Dan kalau ini masih bagian ini ya apa namanya closingnya ya. Waalaikumsalam, lo baru jawab sekarang tuh.
Good morning.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste.
Martabak manis. Rasa ini.
Have you here so we can eat
Apa?
something yummy.
Rasa apa namanya? Yang hijau-hijau tuh lupa lagi
Now
namanya.
that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Sama nih. Pandan. Nah iya pandan maksud aku.
Someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Maca pandan berarti benar juga sih.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as
Oh,
the General
oke, dia ada di sana lagi.
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well.
Biasa saya keren sombong sekali, kamu cuma kan bagian kami.
Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you. Oh, you're embarrassing me.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to...
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainap.
Nah, ini udah bagian closingnya ini tadi. Tadi baru bagian klimaksnya, bagian apa? Pendinginan. Kalau senam tuh ada pemanasan, inti pendinginan.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my forest watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear.
By the way,
Oh,
we
ini
have some good news.
apa untuk mekanik withering supaya tetap ada ya.
This news is hardly new.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me if you...
Then you probably already know all about the
Celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it.
Ini
Come
sih.
to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type
Kasi
who enjoy a
rencana
celebration.
memberi
You and Kale are both Sino's close friends.
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest. The people they had previously imprisoned have all been released. Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to when they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you...
Right! We're here to request...
You've recovered well. You may go, but...
Yay!
Oh, tapi Tenernya nggak diundang ya.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask about? Ah, yes. Thanks for remembering her. She continued her training in the forest after she recovered. A lot has happened lately. Kala, as for Sino's reinstatement, the more I think about, but this does remind me that Kala and I should find an opportunity to, and you as well. Take care.
Oh tuh, nyambi buka paket nih. Habis belanja online dia buka paket. Silakan kan buka paket. Tapi biasanya kalau buka paket tuh harus sambil direkam gak sih? Kalau ada yang kurang kan bisa jadi bukti. Memang kadang sambil ngerekam tuh males, tapi harus sih. Harusnya ini endingnya sih harusnya. Gak pernah videoin unboxing. Oh, kalau misalnya kurang berarti nggak bisa klaim ya deh.
Everything has already been prepared.
Ribet mau return nanti. Iya, tapi kalau nggak ada video nggak bisa return.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, Nilu!
Nilunya O-nya panjang tuh.
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after... You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste, because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great Master Zubair. Let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think...
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an... But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find...
I don't want you giving pictures of me to every...
There's always a lot going on at the Grand...
Yeah, and that's why I love it. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if for some reason they didn't receive the letters? Then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru...
Panjang ya kuasnya ya, udah sore mau end stream.
I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her.
best gak tahu kami apa itu kan, baru dengar malah.
Please ask about her for me.
Yang udah nyoba tuh Mia ini Ricis.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Dia dong masih dong, waduh, udahlah kayaknya sampai sini dulu deh. Ini padahal udah mau selesai nih questnya, tapi waktuku udah habis. Udahlah, aku mau pergi soalnya. Jam ini ya, jam gitu ya, nggak pas nih ya. Kasih pengen rasanya enak banget. Oh, enggak, aku malah baru dengar kan besok. Salah. Oh gitu. Baru dengar aku itu best work. Namanya best work, lucu namanya. Kayak Indomie Real Meat dong berarti. Apa di atasnya lagi? Berarti lebih mahal harganya. Belasan ribu kan harganya. Kayak samnya kan belasan ribu.
This realm.
Ya loh, 3 jam belum selesai. Berarti ini konkuensi ini paling panjang banget ya. 4 jam 5 jam bisa nih ketika nggak di skip ya. Yaudah kalau gitu aku end stream ya, udah jam 4:30 nih. Pun nanti kesorean perginya. Makasih udah pada nonton. Padahal yang nonton nggak ada. Sedikit maksudnya. Mana sih ini? Cuma rasanya enak banget gitu. Belum pernah dengar sih kan, nanti aku coba cari deh. Kadang tuh kalau beli online tuh ini loh, misalnya beli online terus beberapa hari kemudian udah ada, jadi pas barangnya datang udah nggak eksklusif lagi. Yaudah kalau gitu aku subscribe, makasih sudah pada nonton. Sampai jumpa lagi di live selanjutnya. Besok aku nggak live atau lusa juga nggak live mungkin ya. Sampai jumpa lagi di live selanjutnya dan dadah, tutup. Pas pengen di Indomie rasanya enak banget tuh yang tadi ya, tapi ada chat baru. Oke kalau gitu aku stop streaming, makasih udah nonton. Stop streaming 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dadah.